Across the world, something unusual is happening beneath the surface of major cities. While people focus on skyscrapers and megaprojects above ground, governments in several countries are quietly building enormous underground complexes. Some of these underground spaces are transportation networks. Others are military facilities, emergency shelters, or strategic command centers. And a few are so massive that they resemble entire hidden cities beneath the earth. Most people rarely think about what exists below their feet. But in many countries, underground infrastructure has become one of the most important parts of national security and urban planning. So why are governments investing billions of dollars into structures that remain completely invisible to the public? To answer that, we need to look at how the world is changing. The first reason is security. Modern warfare has evolved dramatically over the past 2 decades. Precision missiles, drone swarms, cyber attacks, and satellite surveillance have transformed the battlefield. Critical infrastructure, such as airports, communication centers, and power stations can now be targeted with extraordinary precision. This has forced governments to rethink how they protect strategic assets. One solution is simple: move them underground. Deep underground facilities are far harder to detect, monitor, and destroy. Reinforced rock and concrete can absorb shockwaves that would devastate surface structures. As a result, underground construction has become a key part of modern defense planning. China is believed to operate one of the largest underground military networks in the world. Analysts often refer to it as a massive tunnel system designed to hide missile launchers and protect strategic weapons. Russia also maintains extensive underground facilities built during the Cold War era, including command bunkers designed to keep leadership safe during extreme crises. But underground cities are not only about military protection. Another major driver is disaster preparedness. Natural disasters are becoming more intense and frequent in many parts of the world. Floods, hurricanes, earthquakes, and wildfires can damage cities with very little warning. Underground infrastructure can help reduce these risks. In Japan, engineers have built some of the world's largest underground flood control systems. One famous structure near Tokyo is a massive underground chamber supported by towering concrete pillars. When heavy rainfall threatens to overwhelm rivers and drainage systems, floodwater is diverted into these underground tunnels and reservoirs. This protects nearby cities from catastrophic flooding. Finland offers another fascinating example. Helsinki has developed a detailed underground master plan that includes sports facilities, data centers, emergency shelters, and transportation tunnels built directly into the rock beneath the city. These underground spaces serve multiple purposes. They save land, improve infrastructure efficiency, and provide protection during emergencies. But there is also a third reason governments are looking underground: the future of cities. Urban populations are growing rapidly. By 2050, nearly 70% of the world's population is expected to live in cities. That creates enormous pressure on urban infrastructure. Housing, transportation, storage, utilities, and logistics systems all compete for limited space. Underground construction offers a powerful solution. By placing infrastructure beneath the surface, cities can free up valuable land above ground for residential areas, parks, and public spaces. Some planners believe that the cities of the future will operate on multiple layers: surface streets for pedestrians and public life, underground transport systems for logistics and high-speed travel, subterranean infrastructure networks for energy, water, and communications. This layered approach could dramatically increase the efficiency of dense urban environments. But despite these advantages, underground construction also introduces new challenges. Engineering deep underground structures requires advanced technology, massive investment, and careful planning. Ventilation, safety systems, evacuation routes, and structural stability all become more complex when buildings are placed beneath the Earth's surface. Nevertheless, many governments believe the benefits outweigh the costs, especially in a world facing increasing geopolitical tension and environmental uncertainty. In fact, some experts believe the underground infrastructure trend is only beginning. Future technologies could make underground living even more practical. Advanced lighting systems can simulate natural daylight. Improved ventilation systems can maintain comfortable air quality. Autonomous transport networks could move people and goods through underground tunnels without traffic congestion. Over time, underground spaces could become a normal part of urban life. Not just emergency shelters or military facilities, but shopping areas, research centers, transport hubs, and entire neighborhoods built beneath cities. In other words, the idea of underground cities may no longer belong only to science fiction. It may become part of the next stage of global urban development. And as governments continue preparing for an uncertain future, the world beneath our feet may become just as important as the world above it. Because sometimes, the most important cities are the ones no one can see. Did you know that right beneath our feet, sprawling cities might exist, hidden from the public eye? These aren't just fantasy. We're talking about massive, secret underground complexes that governments around the world are rumored to have built. For decades, whispers and theories have circulated about these subterranean worlds. designed for everything from surviving a global catastrophe to housing top-secret military operations. Let's start in the United States. Have you heard of the Denver International Airport? Since it was built, it's been a hotbed of conspiracy theories. People point to its strange art, massive budget overruns, and unusual layout as evidence for something more sinister. The theory goes that beneath the airport lies a massive multi-level bunker complex, potentially connected by high-speed tunnels to other secret locations. Some say it's a command center for a shadow government, ready to take over in a crisis. While officials deny it, the sheer scale and strangeness of the airport keep the questions coming. Then there's the famous Area 51. We all know it as the place for testing secret aircraft. But what if that's just the tip of the iceberg? Insiders and former employees have hinted at vast underground facilities, far more extensive than anything visible on the surface. Imagine labs and hangars carved deep into the Nevada mountains, where technology decades ahead of our own is being developed and reverse engineered. It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? And this isn't just an American phenomenon. Let's travel to Russia. Deep within the Ural Mountains, there's a place called Mount Yamantau. It's a massive, closed military installation, and U.S. intelligence has watched Russia pour billions into constructing a huge underground complex there since the 1990s. What are they building? Speculation ranges from a nuclear command post to a doomsday shelter for the country's elite. The Russian government remains tight-lipped, only adding to the mystery surrounding this mountain fortress. Another fascinating example is the Corsham Computer Center in the UK, also known as Burlington. This was a 35-acre underground city built during the Cold War. It was designed to house up to 4,000 government officials in the event of a nuclear attack. It had its own power station, water treatment plant, and even an underground lake. It was kept secret for decades and only declassified in 2004. If a city this massive could be kept secret for so long, what else is still hidden from us? Now, let's connect the dots. Some theorists believe these aren't isolated bunkers, but are part of a global network. They talk about a deep underground military base or DUMB system, linked by high-speed maglev trains that can travel at supersonic speeds. The idea is that a global elite could move between continents without ever surfacing, managing world events from the shadows. Imagine a hidden civilization operating on a level of technology and secrecy we can barely comprehend. Of course, governments dismiss these as wild conspiracy theories. They say these sites are just ordinary military bases, storage facilities, or decommissioned Cold War relics. But the evidence, from satellite imagery showing strange construction in remote areas to whistleblower testimonies, keeps piling up. The sheer amount of money and resources poured into these projects makes you wonder, why go to such lengths to build underground if there wasn't a very serious and very secret reason? So what do you think? Are these just stories, or is there a hidden world beneath our feet, a network of secret cities waiting for a day we hope never comes? The truth might be stranger than fiction. Thanks for watching, and if you have your own theories, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into the world's greatest mysteries.